just sit around and hang out. Just want to know if you guys want what you guys want to talk about. See if we can get Uncle Dave, Cousin Evan, Rusty, Vicky, get you guys back in the house. You guys do any welding out in the field? How you guys mount your tracks to your red iron? Oh, sorry, I got stretch. I'm tired. Yeah, we got somebody that says. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. We're just hanging out in the shop. We're, as in myself. So, I can be loud out here, make all the noise I want. Don't have to worry about waking the wife or anything. Before I would do my lives in the garage and it was right on top of our bedroom. So, this is a lot better. Just got finished loading up for tomorrow. We're hanging some perimeter seal, bottom seal, and there was something else. Can't think of it right offhand. Oh yeah, I'm going back to the half-hour away job I drove to today. We originally scheduled it for today, and I drove there. Well, like a dummy, I just made a line over thinking, oh, I'll see that. Well, I didn't see it. We drove all the way there, and I drive all the way back. Wasted an hour. Two guys, so that's 2 hours wasted. No money made. But getting that emergency call tonight helped out. I like to, do, at least 1,000 a day in service. And we've been meeting that plus. So, how's business for you guys? You guys been busy? A lot of service work, a lot of service, a lot of rental properties we've been doing. Very little commercial. We do light commercial, like your quick lube places. We handle all the take fives in our surrounding area. That's about the biggest we handle anymore. And then we do another company where my container sits, but we only do that because they help me out with my container. Holds all my used parts and used panels and my roll-up doors, stuff like that. Kind of run out of room. This place is already full. Well, I guess if I got out my personal stuff, we'd be all right, but gotta have a place for my personal things. Wow, 14 people, no likes, no comments. Anybody got anything you want to talk about? Garage door related? Anything, we can talk about anything. We can talk about the old Novocaine. We can talk about the Mustang. We can talk about some roll-up doors. My DeWalt fan that I bought at Costco. Nice fan. There we go, I got a light. Thank you, appreciate it. Forgot to empty the pocket. This is still out in my pocket from the other job. I'm gonna check it, make sure it works. I know it does. It worked last time. Bring it over here. Alright. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, so she had a power issue. That's a bummer when you can't fix their door completely. I could have put an extension cord on it, but that's all right. 19 people, holy cow. That can't be true. Let's see if I can get 19 likes. Kevin. September 25th. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Yes, I plan on coming. I'll see if I can get all the guys to go. I'll come down with the Mustang or over. September 25th. I'm gonna write that down. Write that down so I don't forget it. You know where I'd be going? Middlebury. Oh, it says right there, Middlebury. Yeah, I hadn't seen you on here in a while. I was wondering when that was coming up. Me and Matt, the guy that had the Cougar, we hit Roanoke. It's called Rolling into Roanoke. We did that one Saturday, and then we left there and went to into Fort Wayne. They had one for the Crime Stoppers. Kevin, what's it cost, Kevin, for that car show? So I can tell everybody. I'm gonna put this on the Mustang. Whoa! Put this on the Mustang. I don't forget. I was wondering about that. Oh, it's free. Awesome. That's even better. That's even better. Yeah, I got a stone chips. We're gonna be working on old Novocaine. I think I was gonna sell it, but we're gonna keep it. And it's got some cancer on the rockers. This winter we're gonna cut it all out, and get all the parts. It's got 2 little spots on the floor that I found. Well, driver's side's a little bit bigger, but the passenger side just got a little one. Rockers look fairly good over there. The inners, the outers are shot. But yeah, and I bought this MIG welder. We're gonna weld that. Some new metal on it. Get it all back into snuff. Leave it the color it is. Sam wants me to get rid of the stickers on it. I love the stickers. Yeah, just gas money for sure. I'm coming. I'll be there. I was thinking about that this weekend. I'll definitely go. I like a good car show. Oh yeah, I will. I'll drive the Stang, the Mustang. It's got AC where that Nova does not. We got the Nova dialed in though. That Greg come along. He rebuilt the carburetor on it. He's got it all dialed in. We're getting there. What you been up to, Kevin? Hanging a lot of doors, a lot of commercial? trying to get Paige to come back and work with me. I don't think she wants to do it. I don't know. She needs to do it. It's good, fun money. I want her to do my service work. I want her to be my photo cell lady and operators, do a couple spring jobs. Her and Jeff can take over. I can just sit back and answer the phone. It was pretty crazy this week. Phone was ringing, trying to drive around, do the work, answer the phone. 8 10 by 12 high lift. Oh. Yeah, fun. Now, you have help, right? On those 10 by 12s? I would hope, especially with that high lift stuff. That and the scissor lift. I'd have to have a scissor lift and an extra hand. I was just telling Paige, I said, I can't hang a door by myself anymore. Unless it's a pan door. Give me a 16 by 7 pan door, I could do that, but insulated, I don't even want to attempt it. Holy shit, it says there's 26 people on here. That's a lie. That's a lie. There it dropped, 23. And the only one talking is Kevin. Who's all on here? Let me see the 23 names of the people that are on here. I didn't empty my pockets at all. I still got everything in my pocket. So used to carrying the stuff around. I'll forget it tomorrow. I'll be at the first job wondering where my ratchet is. Like, oh yeah, it's over there by the doors at the shop. 4. Yeah, Dave and everybody must have went to bed, or they're watching something else on YouTube. Watching that car guy. What is that? God, who is that guy? He watches all the time. Kimball or something. Well, there's just not much activity tonight. What is today? Is it Wednesday? Yeah, I think it's Wednesday. Oh, there we go. My partner and the new guy, plus Bob, showed up. Yeah, new guys are kind of, they can be iffy. Unless they're wanting to prove themselves, and you get you a good one, but most people, they just stand there looking. I hate training. I've trained so many people. When I worked for the other company right before I started my own business, I bet I trained, in the 5 years I was with them, I bet I trained at least 10 to 12 people. They just be about a week. They'd hang in about a week. Some of them only a couple days. It's not that it's super hard work or anything. Just got to come to work. Can't be a slacker. Yep. wish Dave would get on here or somebody. Wanted to tell him about I ran into, needed a couple springs that I knew my old boss carried. I called him up. He's a great dude. He'll sell me what I need. And we were talking. I was telling him about, I understand now, why he would do the things he did. And it was really, really funny. We went in the garage. We were talking about how I want my employees to hang an opener and do it the way I want to do it, because I believe it's the best efficient way to do it. And then when you're there and they're not doing it your way, and he took me into the garage and he says, here, this is what we do. They put a mud bucket onto their ladders so they can just take everything that's in that bag when they're doing an opener, just dump everything in there, and they got all their parts right there. And I thought, that's pretty nice. Then I told him, I said, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I said, you ought to come and check it out. It's a nice community. And he kind of chuckled. I finally got him to tell me he would come and check it out. But then at the end he says, I'll go check it out, but I'm not gonna like or subscribe to it. And I was like, what? Why not? He said, because you're my competitor. I just like, oh, wow. There's 27 companies in this area that does, and there's probably more than that now, because I've seen iDoor, never heard of them. I bet there's probably 30 companies now in the area, and we're all busy. Don't know how, but we're all busy, so we're not hurting each other. I don't know why we can't just help each other out. Thought I heard something. Oh, 18, I'm losing. People are dropping off. There's my buddy Rusty. What's up, bud? You guys are all low bidding each other. I knew it. Hey, I thought I made a little cash tonight for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50. When I became an electrician, about an hour. That's good. I thought that was good money. I was doing orders and pricing. You didn't, or I did good tonight. Should be that okay. You did good tonight. Should be that every time. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, but getting the customers to agree with you, Rusty, is a little bit harder. They're the ones that pay for it. Some people, and I know they're not the customers I want, but I wanna start growing and get more employees. I want work for them. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be precision. How about that? To where it's so crazy. They're really high on pricing. They don't want to install. They just want to replace, or they don't want to repair. They want to replace. You got to believe it, or it never will. I'm believing it, and I think it's doing good. I think I'm doing good. Jeff asked me today. He asked me if I'm busier this year than I was last year, and I said, "Oh yeah, much busier." Last year, Paige and I we had sit around time. Um, this year, we might not have started out with scheduling stuff, but now we've got stuff on the schedule, so we have work. We've been busy every day. It might start out slow, but then, we're doing, I'd say about 1,000 to 1,200 a day. Easy. That's easy with no door sales. I'm just talking service work. For us, I believe that's good because at least we're staying busy. And sorry about the noise. Ripping the sticker off. I didn't realize there was a sticker on this. So yeah, business is doing good. We're, like I told Jeff, every month we seem to do better, and it's the internet feedback is where I'm getting my work from. The new word of mouth, the reviews. I don't advertise on Google. I don't pay for it. I have Google Maps. And when I got onto Google Maps, like the guy said, he said there'll be other platforms that'll pick you up, and they did. I'm all over. You can find me all over, and I've only applied to one thing, and that was Google Maps when I started my business. I'm in a magazine that goes to, I want to say like 4 to 6 country clubs in our area. I have not got one call that they said, "Hey, I seen you in that flyer." Not one. Everybody, I had my son, or I looked you up on the internet, and I read your reviews. So I get great reviews, but I'm bumping her up slowly. I'm getting it. I gotta survive. We've got to be able to keep the business running. So I can't give my work away as much as I want to sometimes, because I'm just a nice guy. I don't know why I do that. But right now, business is good. How about you, Rusty? I know you've been selling doors. How's your service in? Are you doing a profit and loss report? No. To keep track. No, but I'm getting ready to put my daughter-in-law in the office where she's gonna take over all that kind of stuff. We were talking the other night about Jobber. I think it was Jobber, and there was one other one that she talked about, and she thought the other one would fit my company better than Jobber. So I think we're going to do something with one of those outfits, just because, like, for me, the way I've been like keeping track of people that haven't paid, I write everything down in a tablet, in a book, all the receipt book. Well, once I file that book, there could be 4 people that didn't pay me that in those books, and it gets filed away, and then I forget about it. So I gotta get better on that. So yeah, I'm hiring somebody to start doing that. I'm gonna get a CPA involved, which I haven't. I just did it with some tax guy. I wanna make sure I'm doing it all right, so they don't come after me later. What what got all this going is I had the IRS contact me and told me I owed them 700 and some odd dollars. And I can't figure out what. So, I don't know. I gotta get a little better on that end. We've got the door, we've got the service work down. Now I gotta figure out how to actually do all the business stuff. And I think I'm just gonna hire somebody. I don't need to be doing all this stuff. I'm tired of it already. Are you getting more reviews? You got what? Let's see. You got more reviews than me. Every customer, I just tell them, hey, they'll tell me that they found me on the internet. You had great reviews. I hear that daily, all the time. And then I just politely ask them, hey, if you could, or have your son or daughter leave us a review, that really helps. And they're always glad to do it. So yeah, it's been, I just make it a point to ask them to leave me one. Because, I'm competing against Precision, and Precision, they buy them, is what I'm told. Okay, let's see. Service is awesome. Fall starting. Yeah. Sold trim. Yeah, I'm doing some seal work myself tomorrow. 514 D. 28100 opener. Woo! That'd be so nice. 1381 equals $12,061 profit. Nice. Oh, yeah, because you charge $13.44. Oh my Lord. Holy shit! I wish I could make money like that, Rusty. I can't do it every day. These emergency calls, I can do it because they can't find anybody else to come out and do it. 3 different jobs. That's good money. I thought I was doing good. If I hit $1,000 for the day, I'm like, I'm good. That's a lot. That's amazing. I'd do that job. I wouldn't have to work the rest of the month. You do that probably 3-4 times a week. Hell, you give your dad $200,000 this year. It's already pushing 11. I gotta get off the dew. I gotta get off the Mountain Dew. It's kind of make my gut hurt. Here's the jobs. We're going to retire mom soon. Awesome. That's great. So the sister's learning the ropes, or has she already been in there for a while? You ever bring your sister out in the field so she could learn that first, understand it? Was kind of curious. I thought about doing that to the lady that we're gonna have work, do our work, bring her out. So she, I mean, you gotta know what you're talking about. Yeah, sister's been in there a few months. She does all the financing stuff. Cool. Payroll, taxes, QuickBooks. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I need. I need somebody to take care of all that stuff for me. Well, I had a company call me, and they were complaining. Not really complaining, but they wanted to know. There's a rental company, and I told them, I said, you know, you guys keep calling me on these jobs and sending me out. We go out, the door works fine, you know, because we had already fixed it, but they sent us out because they said it's not working. Well, then I end it with, and besides that, I haven't been paid for either one. Well, come to find out they did. They did a direct deposit, and I didn't catch it. That's why I'm hiring somebody, because I was on their butt when I was in the wrong. But oh well. It's been a busy week. I can't do it all. I figured that out. I've just got to get my daughter to come back to work. Once we get her married, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe she'll come back. Right now, she's not pressured to work. The fiance ain't giving her any crap. Somebody getting on it. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna fire up the old Sims Racing and hit me. We're on Atlanta. We're at Atlanta this week. I got me a 4th place finish last night. I want to see. I want to try to win one. But hey, I really appreciate you guys hitting the like button. I appreciate you guys watching, following me. I really, really do appreciate it. And just wanted to say too that, let me roll on over here, Kevin. I got it on the window of the Stang, Win the Car Show. I will be there. I will be there. I'll come to the vet section looking for you. You gonna take the same one, Kevin? If you're still here, are you gonna take the same one, or are you taking a different? Or are you gonna have them both there? Oh shit, I fell out of the seat again. All right, guys. Rusty, appreciate you hanging in there. Have a good day tomorrow. Everybody else, you too. Have a good day. Hopefully you guys sell a lot of doors, hang a lot of doors, make a lot of money, all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for liking and subscribing. I appreciate if you hit that like button when you see this video. Thank you very much. Papa Tony, out.